Hello Capoeiristas! Today I want to talk to you about a different concept of training, especially in the legs. So we're going to be talking about lower body pushing or pulling, but here's the trick. When you think about it, when you analyze a capoeira game, not talking about the training, but a game in the roda, very rarely do we have our players with both feet on the ground at the same time with equal weight. That being said, we're either in a ginga position where most of the weight is either balancing in our front leg or pushing off in the back leg. In the base position, we're transferring the weight more so on one side or the other side, and when we're kicking, when we're in the action, we're always single leg. That being said, it makes a lot of sense to do our own accessory work, single leg stance. So this is what I want to share with you. I want to share the concept of your squatting, your deadlifting, or any kind of other movements that you find yourself doing at the gym to get stronger. Try different versions of them. Try to get a little bit more range of motion in deep squatting, or different versions such as the Cossack squat, which I will demonstrate shortly here. And for your lunging or squatting and deadlifting, try to use something like a split stance position where you have more weight on one leg, less weight on the other. I definitely encourage you as well to train on a single leg and to play around with the different angles here, playing with your center of gravity, moving the leg to one side, up and down, working your upper body, because when you're kicking in capoeira, that's exactly what we're doing. We're moving our hips in these different vectors on one leg. Yes, it might be quick, but if we don't own that position on a single leg, we're never going to be strong. So here are just a few examples of exercises that I like to do with either a split stance position or kick stance, or a single leg position, or a different version where I put more weight on one leg. And obviously this goes without saying, but if you do it on one side, just like our kicks in capoeira, do your training on the other side to keep that balance, to keep the strength and the mobility almost equal on both sides. Let's have a look. So those are just a few examples that I like to do for my own personal training. There are different versions of them. Here's the thing, don't go too deep or don't go too fast with the movements. Same thing as before. Yes, speed is important in our game, but you can't have speed if you don't have the control. So please do the movements slowly. If you fall down, or if you're not able to go into that depth without falling or having too much difficulty or twisting or whatever, then just simply don't go into that depth. We'll see a little bit later what could be the problem, and we'll play around with those concepts. But play with what you're comfortable and stay in that zone where it's not too easy, not too hard, but at least you're gaining something and you're not frustrated. And that's it, guys. thanks very much. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I hope these little exercises give you an insight on how you can train to become a real better athlete in the Capoeira sport. And as always, if you have questions, you let me know. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next show.